Hey everyone, welcome to yet another episode of SaaS Spotlight. In SaaS Spotlight, I explore new SaaS applications through the lens of a first-time user and review them through the lens of a product manager. In today's episode, we'll be taking a look at Canny. Canny is a customer feedback collection tool which helps you collate customer insights from across different sources and helps you interpret them and even prioritize them in order for you to decide what features you've got to build next. It's especially useful for product teams to stay close to the customers and also deliver the value that they promise for their products. Let's see what Canny has got to offer today. So I just signed up for Canny, and it first begins with an onboarding walkthrough. They want to know what brings me to Canny. What is the top problem on my mind? Well, for me, it's to collect feedback from customers. So I'll choose that. How do you want to collect feedback? Automatically detect and capture from user interactions? Okay. Manually enter or give users a place to post ideas? Let me go ahead with give users a place to post ideas because that's what we want for our company, which is imaginary. Where do you collect feedback today? Well, today it's done on spreadsheets. Okay. How did you hear about us? Okay, I will say social media. Privacy settings. Okay. So let's set up your first board. They've also given a URL for my board, which is based on the name I chose at the time of onboarding. And I want the board to be private. And I can also choose I want to grant access to specific users if at all I want to invite my team to try Canny together. So let me choose that. And they also clearly specify it's a part of the growth plan because they also have a free plan. Your team will be put on a 14-day trial so you can try growth features. No credit card. Great. Thanks for setting the expectations because for some products, you've got to share your payment details before trying the app, and yeah, that's actually very frustrating. And on the right hand side, they also show me a glimpse into what my feedback collection board would look like. That's very cool. Do I want to invite my team? Not at this point. Let me try it myself. Nice. The onboarding was very smooth because the intention was for them to know what my top problem was and also understand what is that I'm looking for with respect to Canny. Is it just to collate customer feedback in one place like a forum, or is it for me to manually enter feedback, right? And they also want to know how I got to hear about them. And they also give me options to invite my team if I want. These are all pretty straightforward. And on the right hand side, they were also showing visually every actions that I was performing. So if I were to create, let's say, a feedback collection forum, what would that look like? So it's very neatly done. Yes, getting started, I see the list of steps. I see that I've already created a board, which is great. I can customize my page. I believe it's to suit the branding of my company, all the branding guidelines. So I can choose a brand color, portal theme, all of that. And they also have more options under settings, which we'll shortly explore. And they have invite your team, connect and integration. Cool. And on the dashboard, I see something called as activity overview, which probably will show up when I have some activity going on in my Canny account. Now, let me go to feedback because that's what I'm interested in. Great. So I can either create a post. So let's say I can create a feature request board where I can add details about the post that's coming up. It could be about a feature, let's say, that is on the roadmap that I want to announce to my users. I assume this is the place I use. Say ability to import new users via CSV is a feature request. Then I'll also be able to see similar posts on the right hand side if at all such feedback were raised by different customers in the past. I'll also be able to see that. Cool. So feedback, I assume, is a place where I can manually log user feedback, and additionally it'll also show feedback from the forum so that I'll know, okay, how much of a problem it clearly is. This is very straightforward. Initially I thought it's the forum that we were referring to where I share the roadmap, but it's not the forum. It's actually ability for me to manually enter feedback. Next is the roadmap. So with respect to roadmap, again, I can create a new post. Okay, so there are multiple categories here, I believe. Cool. Okay, first of all, I need to create different boards. There's just one board feature requests, which is there by default. Let me see how that's done. Settings. Okay. I have feature request board. Additionally, I can create more boards, I guess. Yes, okay. Let's say it's the roadmap board. And I want this to be private. Cool. Now I go to roadmap, I create a new post, I choose roadmap, and I say, hey, you can upload your profile picture. And I'll just add the same details here, create post. Okay. How do I alter the status though? It's open by default, but let's say I want to say it's in progress. Where do I do it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that's done. So should I double click? No, it's not clickable. Maybe there's a way to do it, but it's just that I'm not able to wrap my head around it. But anyway, I feel the product is very neat and clean. It's very straightforward. Just that you've got to, I think, delve deeper into the setting side of things in order to know what else you could do. I figured boards, the ability to create boards is here. And there are also categories. Okay. Okay, you can categorize feedback. Okay, there's also widget customization. Oh, if you want to use the widget, okay, we will send user emails. We'll link to your widget rather. Using widget, enter its URL here. When we send user emails, we'll link your widget. Oh, okay. So you can also collect feedback from the widget directly, I believe. So they'll automatically attach the widget link in the email so that customers can click on the link and engage with the widget. Cool. And they also have something called as Changelog, which I believe is very similar to release notes. Here I'm just going to click on a new entry. I'm not sure why they've not made the create a new entry a little more prominent, because it's a primary action on this page. Cool. Now I can give it a title. Let's say, okay, this is confusing. Earlier I thought this is going to allow me to edit the whole thing right here, inline editing, but looks like that's not the case. I've got to use the UI on the right hand side, say ability to upload a profile picture, and I have different formatting options. I can attach a video, I can attach an image, all that is cool. I can also categorize this into, let's say, is it an improvement, or is it a new feature, or is it a bug that's fixed, all of that. And I can also add new labels, say users as a label. Right. Yeah, I can add that too. And I guess I'd be able to see it here. Yeah, okay. So you can probably add the product areas or different features in your product as labels so that you can neatly categorize the release notes. Cool, this is very straightforward. And okay, I can either publish my release notes right now, or I can schedule publishing. Okay, this is a no-brainer. And they also have something called as Autopilot. Right, Autopilot is all about connecting different data sources to automatically gather feedback from your favorite tools. And they have customer support software, review platforms like Trustpilot, G2, Capterra. This is very interesting, right? I believe based on customer interactions, they'd be able to automatically detect if something is a feature request, something is missing in the product, which we've got to build, and automatically bring them to Canny so that we're able to see it all in one place, which I think is an extraordinary thing. All product managers crave for an insight like that, right? And I mean, we all know there are different platforms that helps us gather customer insights, but for the most part, it's not automated. Maybe there are many tools in there, but I have not come across something that's able to go through multiple sources and come up with a consolidated view of all the feedback that I, as a product manager, need to pay attention to. What would also be an interesting addition here is Gong, because if your company is using Gong, then the integration could also listen to all sales conversations, and based on the sentiment and based on what the customer is saying with respect to our product and the way we respond, say something is missing, Canny should also be able to intelligently capture such insights and bring them here. You know, something from sales conversations that would also be super interesting to know. In addition to bringing such insights, it will also be helpful to link that particular conversation or that part of the conversation so that the product manager is very clear about what the customer said. You know, that would be a very helpful feature. But overall, I feel their intention to connect with data sources like customer support, review tools, all of that itself is a great start. And they also have App Store and Play Store, which is where your customers post reviews. It could be negative reviews as well, or some feedback, right? This is great. This is definitely very, very valuable. And they have something called as public view, which is going to be the outsider view, how Canny will appear to your users when you publish the forum. And they have their updates, latest updates, widget. Then in-app notifications, which is a no-brainer. Help Center, docs, all of that, cool. And okay, so they have preferences. If you want to receive reports, then you can either choose daily, weekly, or never. This is okay. And general settings is just beautifying your whole Canny account with appropriate logo, icon, all of that. Notifications. So there's only one notification, which is send new post email. Okay. Available on Canny business plan. Contact us for details. Upgrade for custom email address. What does custom email address mean? I'm not sure. Which email are we customizing here? Cool, I'm not clear. Admins. Okay, automations. Oh, you can create automation rules. This is interesting. Whenever a post is created, or in whichever board or for whichever category, and if the content contains some keywords that I care about, the outcome could be, adding to the roadmap or changing the status, or say applying tags. Okay. What would also be interesting is to notify me, right? Sometimes if customers are talking about a feature that's already on the roadmap and yeah, if I want to be notified of such interactions, then a notification action would be very helpful. Boards, import data, export data, smart replies, automate thoughtful human-like responses for every post. Oh, great. Okay. So in case it's hard for you to keep track of the number of interactions your users have on your forum and you can't reply to each one of them manually, you can choose to automate it through smart replies. And okay, it's personalized questions within 2 hours of creation. Okay, not. And every smart reply one uses 1 Autopilot credit. Okay. But I'm not sure how something like this would work. Would it be contextual to the question the user asked, or would it be some generic stuff like, hey, we've logged your feedback, we'll let you know once we have an update, or something like that? I'm not sure. But yeah, if it's able to provide human-like response, then I think that itself is a very nice touch. Autopilot, yeah, we already saw. You'd be able to integrate any sources where customers usually interact and bring all those insights into Canny. Roadmap, is it a public roadmap that you have? Okay, you can disable it if you don't want to publish it. Okay, statuses. Oh, by default, it's only open, right? And there are other active statuses as well. And I've got to choose them, but why didn't I not see these statuses when I try to create a roadmap item? I don't understand. Fields, I don't want to save anything. Okay, I can create a new field. Okay, this is for the feedback collection form, I believe. Changelog. Yeah, if I want to create multiple categories, I can use labels. And custom domains, yeah, if I don't want .canny.io in my domain, I can just yeah, use custom domains, which I think was going to cost me some extra bucks. Security, email authentication, secure, okay, SSO, all of these are straightforward. API, okay, they also have public API support. And then integrations, billing. So yeah, they have 4 plans. You start with a free plan, and there is starter, growth, and business. If we want to see what each of these plans could offer, then we've got to go to their pricing page. Am I able to go to the pricing page from here? I don't think so. Okay, maybe I can click on learn more. Oh, I'm able to. Cool. Okay, so there's custom domain in the starter plan, and there's a maximum of 2 integrations for starter. And with growth, you have automate with AI, and you have custom board access, user segmentation, admin roles if you have different kinds of admins. Then if it is business, I believe it's enterprise. Oh no, it's not enterprise, it's just optional add-ons. Okay, there's white label, there's HubSpot integration, Salesforce. Oh, all of these are a part of their add-on offering. So I guess business, I think the only difference between business and growth is in terms of the HubSpot Salesforce integration, white labeling, and authentication, right? Azure DevOps or OnLogin or Okta, these are all a part of the enterprise plan. And they also offer discount for startups, 75% off on your first year, 50% on your second. Great, I think startups should definitely grab this offer because this product seems pretty cool. It's intuitive, it's easy to use, and it's very, very fresh because the background is very light color, and the text and the copy, everything is very, very straightforward, easy to understand. Any first time user will be able to make sense of what they're doing, with just let's say 30 to 40 minutes of exploring the product. And they also offer annual discounts, special plans for special companies like nonprofits. Cool. Did I miss anything? I think not. Okay. They also show the roadmap here. Okay. They could change the copy for each of these statuses. It's the same. They could just make it a little more interesting, I guess. Cool. But overall, I feel Canny is definitely a very useful tool for us to gather customer insights. And it's very, very easy to use. They have many options. They're also experimenting with AI, which makes our job a little more interesting to interpret customer conversations from different apps and see them all in one place. And I feel it's definitely great for startups and even growing companies where they see their user base expanding, constantly. So yeah, Canny is definitely an app that you could try. And except for a few confusing parts in the product, which I didn't get at first, I feel everything else about this app is very, very straightforward. Let's say you spent 30 to 40 minutes, you'd be able to figure things out by yourself. And they also have help guides and in-app support through their customer support team. Yeah, you'll be able to definitely get the hang of the product soon. And I like this app. It's easy to use, it's simple, and the overall UI and the UX feels very toned down, very friendly, very polite, if you know what I mean. It's not a lot of options right in front of you. It's very, very intuitive and user friendly for sure. So that's it from my reviews today. I will see you in another video. Yeah, bye bye.